The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that any house, the angels do not enter the house. The angels do not enter the house where there are pictures or dolls. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he came to the house, and Aisha radiallahu anha, she had a curtain that had a picture on it, and he stood at the door and wouldn't even enter into the house. He said, man, I'm not even coming in the house until you get that down and tear it up. That's how serious it is. We cannot have pictures in the house on the wall. We cannot have statues, figurines, right? Anything that has a soul in it. Ibn Abbas said that the Prophet Muhammad said that the jinn reside in the statues and the figurines. So the Prophet Muhammad he commanded Ali to smash all the idols, to smash all the pictures, to smash all the figurines. Yes, we do not wear clothes that have pictures on it. You cannot pray or walk around with clothes that have pictures on it, because the jinn can get inside of that. How it happens, I don't know. Allahu Alam, but this is something that we're told. The angels do not enter into a house where there are pictures. Again, yes, I mean, it's the same thing, because the curtain had a picture on it. That's like cloth. The curtain had a picture on it, and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he commanded Aisha to tear it up and make it into a pillow, the stuffing of a pillow. Okay, so one of the things to protect our house from jinn, or we want the angels to enter into our house, because the angels are what bring the rahmah from Allah. They bring the mercy of Allah into the house. We remove all pictures off the wall. We remove all statues in the house, all figurines. Anything that was made by ceramic or whatnot, fishes, dogs, anything that has a soul. Now Ibn Abbas, who was one of the major Sahabas, he said, if you was to draw something that does not have a soul, like draw houses. You could draw mountains. Okay? You could be an architect, draw a masjid, pictures of the sun and the moon, calligraphy, Allah, Muhammad, right? But do not draw pictures. Also, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in hadith that the worst people punished on the Day of Judgment, the worst people punished on the Day of Judgment are the picture makers, the statue makers, okay, the figurine makers. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that they compete with Allah. Okay? This is serious. The picture makers, right? Statues, figurines, etc. Drawing pictures of Spider-Man and all this other stuff. You cannot do that in Islam. Drawing pictures of big buff. And there's a reason why. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in a hadith, and it's real specific. Those that draw pictures, those that do statues, he said that they are competing with Allah, and Allah will ask them on the Day of Judgment to make those things come to life. Well, make it come to life, since you want to compete with me in drawing things and making things. Then they will not be able to, surely they won't be able to, but whatever somebody drew, whatever somebody fashioned, Allah will make that thing come to life, and that thing will be the punishment of that person in the hellfire. So somebody drew a big old He-Man or whatnot, Allah will make that thing come to life, and that thing will be punishing you in the hellfire. That's in a Sahih Hadith. Okay? That is a real Hadith. All of that. Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, the Hulk. Draw the Hulk if you want to. And Allah will make it come to life on the Day of Judgment, and it will be a means of punishment for you in the hellfire. Okay? You can find all of these hadith. It's in Kitab al-Tawheed. Kitab al-Tawheed by Ibn Wahab. Kitab al-Tawheed by Ibn Wahab. Also, there are many things that we can do to protect our houses from these things, from these beings. One of the things is we can recite or play Surah Al-Baqarah in our house. Okay? Surah Al-Baqarah. The whole chapter, not just part of it. This will protect the house from jinn and shaitan. Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2. A lot of things is going on in the house. The kids is flip-flopping. Everything's out of order. Okay? Might be some jinns in that house. So I gotta say, is there anything in the house that doesn't belong in the house? I gotta clean the house. Maybe I gotta bleach the walls and stuff. Maybe there's some stuff. Is there dirt in the house? Did I bring something from outside? That's why a lot of times I say, keep your shoes outside. Don't bring the shoes up in the house. You don't know what you stepped on out in the land. You don't know what type of hocus pocus somebody did on you. Right? Because magic is real. Magic is real. So the Prophet Muhammad said that the one who recites Surah Al-Baqarah in the house, it will protect the house from the jinn. Okay? When you walk into the house, Bismillah, Assalamu alaikum. Greet the house. Also, give you a story. And this is the Prophet Muhammad with regards to the last 3 surahs of the Quran. Chapter 112. 113 and 114. These are the 3 kuls. Kul huwallahu ahad, kul a'udhu birabbil falaq, kul a'udhu birabbil nas. Powerful surahs, even though they're very short, they're powerful. The last 2 surahs, 113 and 114, they were revealed at the same time due to magic. The Prophet Muhammad was bewitched. So magic on the Prophet. Magic was done to the Prophet Muhammad So magic is real. Magic was done to the Prophet Muhammad So if it was done to the Prophet, you don't think it could be done to you? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Before I get into the story, let's go to this chapter. Chapter 2, verse 102. Y'all go there. Go there with me real quick. Again, highlight it, asterisk it, underline it. This is your dalil. This is your deen. You have to have weapons against the shaitan and the shayateen. If you don't know how to fight him, you're going to lose. Allah gives you all the information in His book. This is a guidance for those who have taqwa, those who believe in the unseen. This is your guidance right here. Chapter 2, verse 102. And this is pertaining to magic. This is real. This ain't no game. It's real. Allah states, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. And they followed what the shayateen, the devils, gave out falsely of the magic in the lifetime of Sulaymaan. But Sulaymaan did not believe, Solomon did not believe, but the shayateen, the devils, disbelieved, teaching men magic. Teaching men magic and such things that came down from Babylon to the 2 angels, Haroot and Maroot. So we keep talking about, we hear about Babylon. Babylon. A lot of the magic came from Babylon. So let's write this down real quick. I'm going to continue the story though. Right? Magic. Right? Babylon. Babylon was a city. Babylon is a city like Babylon's falling. Babylon. They say America is modern day Babylon. It was a land of debauchery. A land of filth. A land of a lot of shirk. A lot of sex. A lot of magic. A lot of the things that were against what Allah had commanded. The total opposite. Homosexuality. Again, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. And they followed what the shayateen, the devils, gave out falsely of magic in the lifetime of Solomon. Like these masons, Solomon temples, masons, because they do magic. Illuminatis, but that's a whole nother story. Because they got the secret arts, they do them with magic. And they followed what the shayateen, devils, gave out falsely of the magic in the lifetime of Solomon. Sulaymaan, Solomon did not disbelieve, but the shayateen devils disbelieved, teaching men magic. And such things that came down at Babylon to the two angels, Haroot and Maroot. But neither of these two angels taught anyone such things such as magic, until they said to them, we are only a trial and a fitna for you, so disbelieve not by learning magic from us. And from these two angels the people learned magic, that by which would cause separation between a man and a wife. So there was a certain type of magic that they learned to cause divorce. Y'all read that? So there's a certain type of magic to cause divorce. And magic comes from the jinn. There's a certain type of magic that people use. Well, I don't like them. I'm jealous of them. I'm going to do some evil eye on them. I'm going to do some magic on their relationship to cause them to separate. Shayateen for the devils. The devils, man, they hate the truth. They hate anything that's good. And from these angels, people learned that by which they cause separation between a man and his wife. But they could not thus harm anyone except by the permission of Allah. But Allah says even if they do this magic, it won't harm them unless Allah wills. Now, if we protect ourselves from this magic, because there's ways to protect yourself from magic. There's certain ways to protect yourself from jinn. Right? As well as from Allah. Allah will give us that protection. But they could not thus harm anyone except by Allah's leave. And they learned that which harms them and profits them not. Magic don't profit you nothing. And indeed, they knew that the buyers of it, magic, would have no share in the hereafter. And how bad indeed was that for which they sold themselves, if they but knew. So Allah says those who do magic, they sell their soul. Magic to cause divorce. Magic is major sin. Magic will have you in the hellfire. Magic, you sell your soul. So magic is real. A lot of the stories, a lot of the cartoons, right? That's why I try to keep the kids away from Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, because a lot of these cartoons have magic in it. Harry Potter. They got this new series called The Librarians or whatever. They dealing with magic. Puff the Magic Dragon. Everything dealing with magic. Witches. Oh, I want to be Harry Potter. I want a magic wand. I want to ride a... Don't even know that they're really trying to get you to do shirk. You got the kids now, they want to be magicians. They want to be sorcerers and warlocks. They got a new movie with Angelina Jolie. She's a witch. A pretty witch. So now you got people thinking it's okay to be a witch. I want to be a witch. I'm a pretty witch though. But anything dealing with magic will have you in the hellfire. You sell your soul. You have the kids playing like they're playing with a magic wand. Shirt. Hellfire. So magic is real. There's no such thing as black magic and white magic. I could do white magic or I could do love magic, love potion magic. Anything dealing with the jinn or anything dealing with magic, you're dealing with jinn. I want the secret concoction. I want him to love me. I want to take his drawers and bury him. I want to take some of his property and put it. All of this is magic, deception. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. All that is black magic, voodoo. Louisiana, you're dealing with the Mardi Gras. Okay, in Louisiana they got a lot of voodoo going on. My mama and my grandmother was from Louisiana, and they told me that stuff is real. Somebody put a rule on you. Okay, Louisiana, Lil Wayne and them, they do magic. Everything that he does is satanic. The color red, fire. Look at him. Watch all the videos, flyer all the time, satanic symbols, and they tell you right out in the open. Right out in the open what he do. All in his videos, tattoos. Allah says the curse of Allah will be on those who get tattoos. Skinny jeans, got everybody looking like Lil Wayne. Everybody want to be like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne called himself Allah in one of his songs. Yeah, he said, I'll be your Allah. In one song called Cuddy Buddy, a long time ago. Cuddy Buddy. Right? Called himself Allah on it. Sure did. That's when I was done with him. That's shirk. But if we still listen to him, we still like him, we still listen to his music and buying it, then you have inculcated or you have involved yourself in that shirk. He is an antichrist, a baby antichrist. He ain't the real antichrist, but he is an antichrist. He is a taghut, and he's leading many people astray with the tattoos, skinny jeans. He was kissing somebody, so he's a faggot, a devil worshiper. In his videos, everything is just sex, 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 sex. And this is how the shaitan works. Got put pictures on him, they worshiping him now. Got his picture in their house on the wall. We ain't even supposed to have pictures on the wall, but you got his picture on the wall. Someone that called himself Allah. So now we worship him instead of Allah. Everybody want to wear tattoos like him, got their hair like him. So that everybody follow him. He's a trendsetter. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that they will lead people astray. They will lead them to the hellfire. Right? Where's he from? Louisiana. Where they do black magic and all this other stuff. So they do magic even over the music. They do magic over the music. But that's a whole other stuff. If you don't believe in the unseen, then you won't believe in these things. But this stuff is real. If you listen to the music, you're being put under a trance. Certain music will put you under a trance because there's music done over it. They have there was a thing on YouTube. And there was a guy who belonged to one of the major record companies, and he said that every time they get a master of an album or something, they take it to a secret room, and they get 12 witches and warlocks in robes, and they all do some type of prayer over it, and they call certain jinns and spirits, so that when people listen to this, they get attracted to it. Not my words. Look it up. That they really do this. These Masons and these Illuminatis who control the music industry, they do these things. So we got to be very careful. Now going back to this one right here, to prove that magic is real, because even the Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was bewitched. And guess how he was bewitched? They did magic to the Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, by using his hair. His hair. The Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, had long hair, and he wore braids in his hair. Did y'all know that? He had long hair. He used to wear 4 braids, and at the end of the tips, he wore honey to keep the braids together. Did y'all know that? Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with having braids in your hair. Ain't nothing wrong with having long hair. Ain't nothing wrong with having braids in your hair. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam wore braids in his hair. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Right? You get your braids and the ends come out. You got to put rubber bands on it. Prophet Muhammad used to put honey on it. Try it. It sticks. It makes it stick. This is the sunnah. But the Prophet Muhammad said that whenever he made ittikaf, he would stay in the masjid. He would lean back because his house was connected to the masjid. And he would lean back so that Aisha, he would put his head in her lap and she would braid his hair. This is a hadith. It said that women at the time of the Prophet Muhammad they used to have braids in their hair. It's all hadith. They don't tell you these things though. They don't tell you this. But the Prophet Muhammad it said that he had his hair in a comb. So he was discombobulated. He was doing things like, dang, what did I forget? What did I do? What? And he became discombobulated. So one day he was asleep, and a lot of times he has his revelations when he's asleep or while he's dreaming, or the angel Jibril alayhi salam will come to him. So one day he was sleeping, and 2 angels, they were talking over him and said, well, what's wrong with him? Something has happened to him. What's wrong with him? One of the angels said, he's been bewitched. They said, how? They said, a Jewish lady, she took some hair from his comb, did some type of incantation, blew on it, and the comb and the hair is at the bottom of this well. So the Prophet Muhammad when he woke up, he took the Sahabas and went to that well, found the comb, found the hair, right? And they found the lady and she was killed, because the punishment for magic in Islam is death. So the punishment for magic is death. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. You dealing with shaitan. You dealing with the jinn. Okay? So this lady was killed in the time of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as well as other sorcerers and warlocks in the time of Umar al-An. They were put to death. You get caught doing magic, it's death in Islam. Magic is one of the 7 major sins. So, after this happened, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed Surah 113 and Surah 114. And he said that these surahs can be used to protect oneself from magic. So chapter 113 and 114, they are a protection from magic. So we're told in Hadith that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, recite chapter 113, 114, and 112 3 times each. 3 times each. Blow in your hands, right? Blow in your hands like this. After you recite it 3 times, blow in your hands and then wipe over your body 3 times. Wipe over your whole body 3 times. This will protect you from magic, jinn, evil eye, jealousy, envy, al-ain, etc. So blow in the hand 3 times each. Read it 3 times each. Blow in your hands and wipe over body 3 times. And this will protect you from jinn, magic, jealousy, envy, and evil eye. So it's real. Now if you don't believe in it, don't do it. And see what happens. You don't want to do it? Don't do it. But if you believe in the ghaib, Allah says, this is a guidance for those who have taqwa. This is a guidance for those who believe in the unseen. Those who believe in the ghaib. Now if it happens to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it can happen to you. Remember that? We're told at an early age, right? You got hair, somebody braid your hair. Let me get that. Let me get that. Let me take care of that. And you dispose of it. Burn it, flush it down the toilet, bury it. Okay? But you don't let nobody take your hair. This is an old thing that we've been taught. My grandma and them always told me that. Even to this day, you let somebody braid it, let me get that, I need that, let me get that. Because if it can happen to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it can happen to you.